Thank you. Thank you, Karen Jugger, for writing such great songs.
Right? Okay, let's do that.
All right. We're going to do one last song for you before we bring up our fabulous hostess. This was also written by Karen Jugger. It's going to feature Miss Gina today.
Are we ready?
Little old school religion.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and.
William, can I please get some volume on Gina? We can't hear her at all. Thank you.
We're going to start from the top, okay? Sorry.
Gotta hear it.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and.
My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Everyone has a story, everyone has pain. When we strip away our masks we find we're really all the same. It's those little things we say and do that can mean so much. It's a smile, a connection, a simple love and touch. My religion is kindness. Lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Today I'm gonna ask myself, what more can I do? Be a radiant child of God, let my love shine through. Gonna let my heart be my guide to get me through the day. Gonna share my joy, share my love, and give it boundlessly. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling. It lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Every day. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came running after. Said, Jack, tell me, what can I do to help you ease your mind? Said, hold my hand and just be kind, and I know I'll be fine. My church is nature. My will be feeling down deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Every day. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Every day. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day.
All right, at this time, we have this cute little song about this room and that room and that room and everything, right? Cell phone. It's time to turn your cell phones off, ladies and gentlemen, and here's a helpful reminder.
Turn your cell phone off, just put it on vibrate. The bathrooms in the back, we guarantee there'll be a break. There'll be time to eat, there'll be time to mingle. All your needs will be met, so please turn your cell phone off. Turn it off, turn your cell phone off. Turn it off, turn your cell phone off. Turn it off, turn your cell phone off.
All right, thank you very much. At this time, please put your hands together for the one and only Karen Drucker. Here we go. Thank you. Is this band great or what? This is the best band ever. I'm too blessed
To be stressed,
I'm too grateful
to be hateful,
I'm too blessed
to be blessed.
I'm too blessed to be stressed. Doesn't matter what's on the news. You can't make my mind up for me. You ain't gonna hear me sing the blues. 'Cause I know the truth. You're too blessed to be stressed.
To be stressed,
I'm too grateful
to be hateful,
I'm too blessed
to be pissed.
I'm too blessed
To be stressed,
Not gonna let it get me down. Not gonna let it push me over. Not gonna let it run me around. 'Cause
I know the truth.
I'm too blessed, yeah.
To be stressed,
I'm too grateful
to be hateful,
I'm too blessed, yeah.
to be pissed.
I'm too blessed to be. I'm blessed. All right, you just try it. Go ahead. Come on. Help me, help me. Hurry up. I am grateful for each breath I take.
Yes, yes,
I am grateful I am wide awake.
yes, yes,
I am grateful for each passing day.
yes, yes.
I am grateful. I am grateful. Too blessed, yeah,
To be stressed,
I'm too
grateful, to be hateful,
I'm too blessed, yeah,
to be pissed.
I'm too blessed to be stressed. One more time. I'm too blessed
To be stressed,
I'm too grateful
to be hateful,
I'm too blessed
to be pissed.
I'm too blessed to be stressed. That line again. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm too blessed to be stressed. I'm not gonna be Thank you, thank you.
Good morning, Center for Spiritual Living, Palm Desert. You're all dry, hair's not all frizzed or hanging down because it's sunshine outside. So it's great to have you all here. You are in for a treat today. We have the amazing Karen Drucker. We've been singing her music here forever. So let's get on with our announcements so we can get on with the service. So March 3rd, we are having our congregational meeting and election. It's where we approve the business of last year, kind of the vision of where we're going. And we have 2 openings for an adjunct board member. And so if you're interested or you want more information, you can get an application in the office for that and we'll contact you. The only one, it'll be after the second service, and only those that actually filled out the stepping it up can come. Because they're the ones that voted. And then we're having luncheon words after the meeting out on the patio. It'll be very nice. My book study is still going on. The Book of Knowing and Worth. It's a book by Paul Selig, and it's really about what does it mean to know what your worth is and knowing who you are. And the fact of the matter is that you are all that Christ consciousness in form, and your sacred service is to be love. So we read the book in the class, and then we talk about it. We stop and read chunks of it. So if you're interested, we'll be over in the conference room on Tuesday at 6:30. Francine, are you in here? Are you in here? Anyway, I know she's here. Huh?
She's with the kids.
Oh, she's with the kids. Anyway, Francine is doing the Estate Planning 101. She is amazing, an amazing attorney. And if you have any estate questions, or maybe you want to know, what do I do? How do I plan my estate? Go. $50. Let me tell you, that is a bargain. And you can pick her brain, and she'll give you great information. So today's the last day to sign up and be out front. And Sue Powell is starting her class on Monday. And please, if you're interested, you have to sign up today so she has all the material and she's ready for you. And that cost is $195, and it's for those 4 weeks. Today is a pet ministry. I understand the dog. I don't know if they got them here yet, but they didn't at the first service because of all the flooding. But they're celebrating their 10th year anniversary. Go out there and get cake, and also support. They do it remotely. And this year they're doing it from 4 different places: Atlanta, Denver, Calgary, and San Diego. And on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday nights at 5 o'clock, 4th, the 5th, and the 6th of March, we will be showing it live here at the center. On Thursday, we want to go down to San Diego. So we have a video here I want you to hear.
Hello, beloveds. It's me, Reverend Sunshine Day, co-chair of Under One Sky Vista Virtual Convention. It is my joy and honor. Hello, beloveds. It's me, Reverend Sunshine Day, co-chair of Under One Sky Vista Virtual Convention. It is my joy and honor to invite you to join us in person for the closing night extravaganza at Seaside Center for Spiritual Living in beautiful Encinitas, California. I'm going to tell you that we are going all out there on our closing night. We're going to have amazing music by Gary Lynn Floyd. We're going to have as one of our speakers the dynamic, newly installed Reverend Nicole Van Atzingen, and our sought after seasoned senior minister, Reverend Dr. Roger Teal, coming in from Colorado to speak to us. We're going to have red carpet. It's going to be an amazing night. You want to be there in person to walk the red carpet. You can dress to the nines or not, but walk the red carpet. This event's going to start at 4 o'clock on March the 7th, and it promises to be an amazing, amazing time. We're going to have a reception afterwards to really be together in fellowship and to be together in love as we celebrate being under one sky. So I'll be there. I want you to be there in person, and if you can't be there in person, be sure to join us by tuning in to the live stream or being at a local viewing party, a watch party of your own, or from your jammies at home, because you have the link. It promises to be an amazing event, and we want to see you there. All right? I love you much. Mwah. Looking forward to it. Bye for now.
Thursday, we're going to take a caravan down there. So we're trying to arrange for buses. If you're interested, please, I think we have a sign-up sheet out there. Sign up for that so we kind of get an idea of how many people, or we'll carpool. We're not quite sure yet. So that'll be wonderful. There's a schedule that where you saw Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's a schedule. Karen's also teaching a workshop, but we're not really going to be televising those workshops. But you can go on and buy a link if you do want to just watch it from your home in your jammies with your coffee. So anyway, and then I also want to tell you, Karen's got two retreats. That's what Karen, she's famous for. She does these retreats, these women retreats. She has one Saturday, March 16th. It's self-care for turbulent times for women. I'm sorry, men. It's not men, right? It's just a woman's. You're going to have to figure that out on your own. And anyway, and so it's up in the Bay Area, so she's got these little cards up there. And then she's also doing one in at Union, Washington, kind of between Seattle and Portland, May 16th through the 19th, and it's a women's timeout retreat. So pick up one of these flyers if you're interested. And also one of our congregants was very generous, Barry Ross Parnell. He said his trees are overflowing with wonderful, yummy grapefruits. And if anybody wants to come and pick some, there's little cards out there at the concierge with his address. You're more than welcome to go, and he'd rather see that happen than see it be wasted. William, can we go ahead and do our mission statement now before Karen, because I'm going to then turn this over to Karen. So let's say our mission statement together. William's doing everything. Oh, he's got a little helper today, Cheryl, in the second service. Thank you, Cheryl. All right, let's say this together. We are a dynamic, open, and positive faith community that accepts all religions. Our mission is to awaken you to your divine nature, empowering you to create the life of your dreams. We are changing lives one heart at a time.
All right, so let's get into our meditation this morning. If you would take everything off your laps. Just get comfortable. And you know, meditation, a lot of times people think it's got to be this long, 30-minute or an hour process every day. You know, if you just simply close your eyes, take 3 deep breaths, sometimes that might just be good enough. So right now, take a deep breath. And with each breath, notice, just notice, dropping down to that still place inside of you, that place that knows the truth. You let go of that chattering mind. You might even just say, I'm breathing in. In the stillness of that moment, you can connect with that place that knows peace and love and joy. In the stillness of this moment, there's peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there's peace. There is peace. And I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment there's peace. So I invite you, if you feel comfortable, to sing that with me. You might even just sing under your breath or sing in your mind, but when you sing, you connect. You breathe in the stillness. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace. There is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there is peace. There is peace, and I rest. And I rest and trust and breathe and know is peace. In the stillness of this moment, there's nothing I need to do or prove. I allow myself to just be, letting go of any effort or struggle in my life. In the stillness of this moment, I know that I am peace. I am that peace that I crave. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. In the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace, and I rest and trust and breathe and know that in the stillness of this moment, I am peace. I am peace. I am peace. The most two powerful words you can say are I am peace. So right now, think about what word you want to claim for yourself today and put it in that place. So you say, I am love or joy or presence. I am. Pick another word. Just say, I am. Pick another word for the day. I am. Come back to love. I am love, the essence of who you are, right here, right now. I am love, I am. Just say, I am. We say, I am peace. I am peace. I am love. I am love. I am joy. I am joy. I am peace. I am peace. I am peace.
And in this moment of joy and peace and love and connection, God is all those things and is so present in our experience, in our bodies, in our thoughts, in our breath, in each moment. The divine moves through each one of us. And right here and right now, knowing that we are part and all of that presence. I am so grateful and so thankful for knowing this truth and knowing that we are joy, we are love, we are peace. We are so deeply connected in that place of presence of Spirit. And that Spirit moves through each one of us in each and every moment, in the stillness and in the noise. Knowing that Spirit is being divinely expressed as each of us as individuals. And yet in the oneness and wholeness, we are all the same. I am so thankful and grateful for knowing that these words are complete and done in the mind of God. And we release those words and we let it go, and we know this by saying together, and so it is. Amen.
In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. So right now we claim that all is well. If you have someone you're praying for in your life that's going through a hard time, picture them in your mind's eye as you sing this to them. In this and every moment I'm safe. I am safe and all is well. Again. In this and every moment I'm safe and all is well. I am
safe and all is well. Know that to be the truth. Sing it again. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. Just take a deep breath. I'll sing this part to you. And I am held, and I am whole. I surrender to it all. Is when I trust and let go, then I know that all is well. All is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. In this and every moment, I am safe and all is well. Just that last line. I am safe and all is well. I am safe and all is well. So as we go into a few minutes of silence, just allow yourself to repeat that line to yourself. You're safe, all is well, no matter what's going on in your life. Think about whatever is happening and just breathe into it and say, I'm safe, all is well. And if you have someone that you're concerned about, send them that loving kindness. You are safe, all is well. You are safe. I am safe, all is well, all is well. hold you in my heart, I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me, you are a part of me. You are the face, you are the face of God. If you want to know what the sign language looks like, you are the face of God.
hold you in my heart. I want to know what you're doing. I hold you. You are a part of me. You are my parts together into my heart. You are the face of God.
You are the face of God.
Can you put that in the slides up so I can see people? You are
the face of God.
I hold you in my heart. I
Hold you in
scoop that person's essence into your heart. You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face. You are the face of God. That's the whole thing right there. You are
The face of God.
hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face.
You are the face of God.
Say that again. You are the
face of God.
hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face.
You are the face of God.
Let's just do it a cappella. You guys stop playing. You guys just say, you are.
Face of God.
I hold you in my heart.
I hold you in my heart.
You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face.
You are the face of God.
Now this time just sign it and don't sing it. Just go. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Now where's Mary? Who's Mary? Right now we're going to sing that to you, Mary. This is for you. You are the face of God. We're singing to Reverend Mary. We hold you in our hearts. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Sing it one more time. You are the face of God. Hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me.
You are a part of me.
You are the face.
You are the face of God.
Just stay right there and say, you are the face of God again. You are the face of God. Now picture someone that you love. Sing it to them. You are the face of God. Now picture someone you have a little issue with. You are the... Come on, people, we're going to heal something today. Another person you have a little issue with.
You are the face of God.
Now picture yourself looking in the mirror to yourself and say, you are the face of God. Last time, just say, you are the face of God. If you feel comfortable, you might want to just turn to the person next to you and say, you look fabulous today. So I have a wonderful, so you all just want to keep saying the person, you look so fabulous, you're going to go on and on. So I have a wonderful mentor. I have a wonderful mentor by the name of Rachel Naomi Remen. Do you know who she is? Rachel Naomi Remen, she wrote My Grandfather's Blessings and Kitchen Table Wisdom, and she's this 81-year-old wise woman. And I came to Rachel one day and said, Rachel, I'm feeling so overwhelmed with the world and what's going on with the world. And I just get like so discouraged. I said, what is mine to do? What can I do? How do I make it through these hard, turbulent times? And she looked at me in her wise woman eyes. And she just said, you just got to touch one heart every day. If you touch one heart, if you look at someone and let them know they were seen, you did your job. And that ripples out, and that ripples out. And that's how you do it, just one heart at a time. And I went, wow, how wise. Song title. So I wrote this song with that in mind. It goes like this. I want you to sing with me in a minute. And we can change the world one and we can change the world. One heart at a time. Oh, you're so good. You're singing it with me. I swear to God. I see you, and I know you. You're a part of me. You're a part of me. All right, everybody's singing now. We can change. We can change the world. One heart at a time. We can change, and we can change the world. We can change the world. One heart at a time. I see you. I see you. I know you.
I know you.
You're part of me.
You're part of me.
Here's the bridge. It goes like this. And my heart is open to love. My heart is ready to love. And my heart is ready
To love.
each of you. How about you can change? You can change the world. You might want to tell the person next to you, you know what? One heart at a time. You know, you can. You can. And you can change the world. You can change this world. One heart at a time. I see you. And I see you. I know you.
I know you.
You're part of me.
You're a part of
All right, so you can't put it over to them. What about I? And I can change the world. I can change this world.
one heart at a time.
One heart, one heart.
I can change the
I'm
world.
gonna change this world.
One heart at a time.
I see you, and I
See you.
I know you.
I know you.
You're part of me.
You're a part of me.
My heart and my heart. And if you want to, you can even do this. Is open.
To love.
And then you can say, my heart is ready. Just receive. In my heart
Is ready to love.
you. So the other thing that Rachel told me, she said in the Native American tradition, there's a story about Grandmother Spider Woman. And Grandmother Spider Woman is here to constantly weave threads in between each of us all the time. That's her whole job. Just make sure that we are all connected, because you know we're hardwired to be connected. And that's her job, to just keep weaving these little threads. But what tends to happen is that those threads become visible when we're in some sort of a tragedy, like the fires that they had up in my area in Northern California, the campfire. People were coming out and saying, what can I do for you? How can I help you? Do you need clothes? Do you need a place to live? What do you need? And when we're in those places, that's when those threads become visible. And all of a sudden, people are reaching out saying, what can I do? How can I help you? And we all of a sudden get this sense of community. But why do we need a tragedy? Why do we need some big major thing to have that happen? A lot of it just comes down to choice and seeing and looking and noticing that we're all connected all the time. But to make those threads visible right now, would you play a little game with me? Put your right hand on your heart. And if you feel comfortable, put your left hand on the shoulder of the person next to you. You're all so good. You follow directions so well. But you know what? You know what? As uncomfortable as this sometimes can be to do this is what it's all about, isn't it? This is why you come to a place like this. I mean, yes, it's about Dr. Joe's message and the fabulous music, but it's really about being in a place where people see you. They see you and they hear you, that you're in a tribe of like-minded people. You know, sometimes I get concerned about that so many churches are just going online and people aren't coming to centers as much anymore. And it's so much about this right here, that we're connected, that if anything, you can go through your whole week, but you know you can come here and you're connected to people. You can go through your whole week and not really feel seen or heard, but you come here and you're seen and heard. In all my women's retreats, after anybody says anything, we say, we see you and we hear you. Isn't that the greatest gift? So just look around right now. This is your tribe. This is your little tribe. One heart at a time. We can change the world with just doing this.
One heart at a time.
One heart, we can change the world.
One heart at a time.
So I'm just going to have you stay in this position for about 20 minutes, and then I'll just call it good. All right, you can put your hands down. Let's hear it one more time, if you would, for this incredible band. I'm so blessed. Thank you all so much. Thank you.
Am I on now? Yes, I am. Because I will tell you that I travel all around the country and I play with many bands, and a song like that can sometimes turn into a polka with other bands. So I'm so blessed. So thank you very much. So first of all, I love being here. Thank you, Dr. Joe, for letting me come and take your place for the day. It's always such an honor to be here. I have to say, don't tell any other churches, but you're my favorite church. Okay. So it comes down to one heart at a time. So put your hand over your heart one more time. And this is something I do. This is my little signature thing. I do it in every retreat. I do it in every talk. I do it all the time because I think that the greatest spiritual practice we can have is just this. Every morning when you wake up, you put your hand over your heart and you say, what does my heart have to say today? What does my heart have to say? What am I saying to myself? What do I need to hear? And you know, those little meditations that we do, you can put your hands down if you want. The little meditation we did, you know, if you just take literally a minute to just breathe into your heart, even just doing this, just opening your heart in the morning to say, okay, Spirit, how can I be used today? What is mine to do today? And you claim one word, just one word. I want to be present. I want to be available. I want to have my heart open. I want to give joy to people. I want to bring kindness. I mean, the littlest acts of just being kind, just seeing people. So my personal church, Starbucks, I get the opportunity to do this all the time, where, you know, when the barista's giving me my soy latte, instead of just having me just go, oh, thank you, I take that millisecond to just say thank you, meaning I'm looking at you, I see you. And very oftentimes I'll say to them, you know, what's your story? What do you want to do? You know, you're a 19-year-old kid, what do you want to do? And they just kind of look at me like, oh, you're talking to me. It's like, yeah, you know, I see you in there. But you know, it comes down to a choice of every morning that you start your morning saying, how do I want to be today? And my word all the time, almost every day, is authentic. I just want to be authentic. And then when I'm not authentic, oh, I know it. I mean, I'll just get this feeling in my stomach of like, oh, Drucker, why did you say that? That was so not what you wanted to do. And a lot of times, you know, that inauthenticity happens when someone asks you to do something and you don't feel comfortable to say no. So you go, yeah, I'd really love to do that. It'd be really great to do that. You know, and secretly you're hating them and you don't want to do this thing. So I have a song called N.O. is my new yes. And one of the lines out of that is, how good is my giving, how authentic, how true, when I cheat me just to please you. So here's the thing. Here's one of the best lines I've ever heard. To be truly authentic to yourself, you have to be willing to disappoint someone every day. Let's all groan. To be truly authentic to yourself, you have to be willing to disappoint someone every day. You might disappoint someone if you're going to really trust your heart. But what's more important? Being authentic and living in that open heart, or making sure everybody likes you, being a good person? So it comes down to that choice all the time of like when you start your day, how, what is the first thing you say when you wake up in the morning? So when you woke up this morning, what did you say? Thank you, God? Or did you get up and go, oh my God, and you make all these groans? Or do you go and you look in the mirror, you sashay to the bathroom, you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, did you get more beautiful overnight? What is the deal? Did you say that this morning? You gorgeous specimen of beingness. And look at your body. Oh my God, look at this body. Is it just fabulous? Or did you go, oh my God, everything's dropping? So I truly believe, this is one of my little things that I say all the time because it's so important. How you start your day is the way that the rest of the day is going to be. And I know musically that I am trying to help you all at that department. I'm actually helping myself by this. But it's intentional that first of all, you need to know that all my songs I write are for me, and if you have any of those same, you get to see what all my issues are. So all the songs I write are affirmations to myself, and so all of my songs, all my Songs of the Spirit, 1, 2, 3, 4, well, actually every album starts off with the very first song being a really positive message so that you would wake up in the morning and just go, oh, I thank you for this day, or I start my day with love, and so I learned the real power of this when I was at a hotel, and the very first thing, the first way that I started my day was hearing Linda Ronstadt sing to me on the clock radio that woke me up. You're no good, you're no good, you're no good. Baby, you're no good. And then she says, I'm gonna say it again, you're no good, you're no good. So what do you think I'm hearing all day long as the backdrop of my life? And so I truly believe we have to make that choice of saying, here's what you do. I want you to practice this. You have to say to that voice that's saying that, back off. And you do it like this. All right, so everyone practice, back off. Because that voice is going to come in and say all these things to you all the time. So you have to say, I know you were there, I hear what you say, but that is not my truth today. I know you are there, I hear what you say, and then you do the back off, but that is not my truth. Come on, you have to do this with me. But that is not my truth today. So I am going to give you an example, if you're ready with that video, of an example of like how you can start your day, that you look in the mirror, and this is another thing you could say to yourself. So here we go.
Look, I can be a shark. Now my whole house is great. I can do anything good. I like my school. I like anything. I like my dad. I like my cousins. I like my aunts. I like my Allisons. I like my moms. I like my sisters. I like my dad. I like my hair. I like my haircuts. I like my pajamas. I like my stuff. I like my rooms. I like my whole house. My whole house is great. I can do anything good. Yeah. I can do anything good. Better than anyone. Better than anyone.
So can you imagine starting your day like that? You look in the mirror and you go, I love my house, I love my haircut, I love everything. So tomorrow I want you to do that. Will you promise me? But here's the thing. The reason why I think it's so important to check in with your heart is that when you do that, you come from a place, you start your day from that place of being centered and grounded. That's what it's all about, because when you're centered and grounded, you can start to see, you could start to notice the world. You just start to see things more. And I got this little exercise from the checking in with your heart from a little play that I was in years ago. My character in this little children's show that we went to all these pediatric hospitals all around the Bay Area. And my character was called Dr. Heart. And so I had a heart smock and heart earrings and a heart hat. And my job in this little play was I would come up with my stethoscope and I'd come up to each of the little kids and I'd say, what does your heart have to say? what does your heart have to say? And these little lammy poos would look up at me and go, oh, my heart's sad because I want to go out and play, or my heart's sad because I'm so sick. And I gave them the opportunity to just say what was true. And it's the same thing for you, to just say, what does my heart have to say today to me? And to listen from that still place. Because, you know, the truth is, our world is set up to constantly tell you that you're not worthy. And that if you only had this product, or this car, or these clothes, or you looked a certain way, then you'd be okay. But I'm here to say, back off to that. Because the truth is, we are worthy. We are these divine expressions here with our own unique gifts. You know, I heard a saying about that Spirit puts a little teeny nugget of your gift deep inside of you, and it is your mission through your life to find that nugget, to bring it forth, whatever that is. If you're a teacher or a cook or you're a mother or a father or a singer or a songwriter or whatever it is, that is your unique gift. You are here to be giving that gift. And do you know, this cracks me up. So does everyone, you know who Siri is on your iPhone? So here is how it is in our culture consciousness about not taking credit and knowing your worth. So one day I'm driving along and Siri got me to wherever I was getting to. And for some reason I said, Siri, you're fabulous. Do you know what she said to me? No, I'm just doing my job. And I went, no, Siri, you're really fabulous. And she said, wow, really? I said it again, Siri, you're really fabulous. She said, this is what, Siri, you're really fabulous. I'm good, but I'm not great. This is in your phone. I'm good, but I'm not great. Even your phone can't take credit for her worth. So I'm here to tell you that you're worthy. And that is my quest, is to do women's retreats and to do talks and just keep reminding people of their worth, of just allowing yourself to know that you've got this unique gift. So one of the things that I think that's so important about making that choice every day and going back to me being present is when you are present, you are able to just see the bigger picture and connect with people. You know that movie Network from years ago when the guy said, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. You know what I'm mad as hell about? Is our disconnection. Is our disconnection to each other. That, you know, and I see this when I travel, when you're at the airport, that like nobody talks to each other anymore. Everyone's just like this. And here, I love this. I mean, I love my iPhone. Don't get me wrong. But in the not too distant future, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook will merge to form one giant, idiotic, supersized, time-wasting, non-productive, time-stealing, mind-numbing, do not need to know website called YouTwitFace. I mean, you know, I just think we are on our, it's just the phones have made it that we just do not connect as much anymore. And I saw this so much recently when I was at the airport. Well, even before that, I'll tell you one story that's hysterical. I'm sitting there, you know, in my little seat at the plane, and someone starts to sit down next to me, and I said, hi, how are you? And you could see the look of just terror on this person's face, that it's like, oh my God, you might be a talker. If I say hello to you, you're gonna talk to me for 3 hours. And I just wanna slap him and just go, I'm just saying hello, you know, get over it. But you know, when you're a person who is aware, when you just allow yourself to be aware, you just start seeing things. So I'm sitting in my seat and I'm seeing this baggage woman. She's lifting all these heavy bags and she's throwing them on the cart. You know, she's out there by herself. It's just her. And she must have felt me looking at her, because at one point she looks up at me and I go, yes, you rock. And I just did some kind of thing like this to her. And you could feel her just go, like someone's noticing. And then she went back to, you know, lifting the bags and stuff. And every once in a while, you'd see her just look up at me and go back. You know, and then at the end, you know, she goes away and she just looks at, and I just did this again. And you could just feel, without any words being communicated, we connected. I made her day. She made my day. So speaking of Southwest again, I was just on a flight where it was a 95-year-old person's birthday. And they said, okay, everybody, put your window shades down and put the light on, the call button on. Everyone in the middle put the call button on. And we're all going, oh my God, what is this, an emergency or something? And what they did is they made it that all you saw were lights. And they said, it's this 95th person, it's his birthday today. We're all going to sing happy birthday. And then at the end, I want you to all, he's going to blow and all the candles are going to go out. So here, all these people were in our little seats reading our magazines, and all of a sudden we're all going, happy birthday to you. And it was one of those moments. It was one of those moments that I live for, that here is an entire plane where everyone's getting on, no one's talking to each other, they're putting their bags up, they get their thing. But all of a sudden, we're connected. And we're singing to this guy, and they bring him a crown of pretzels, of the little pretzel things. And they put it on his head, and God bless this guy. He stands at the end. He stood at the end so that everybody that walked by him, we could all say happy birthday to him. And we're all waiting for our baggage, and we're all just kind of like smiling and looking and waving at each other because we had a moment. Isn't that what it's all about? It's having those moments of connected. It's having those threads weave. Just weave around each other, that we can feel that. I mean, if anything, I feel like my mission is just to remind everyone and myself to just be kind to each other. Just be kind. Take that extra moment. What's that expression? Be kind to everyone because you have no idea what pain is in their lives right now. You have no idea. I mean, there could be people in this room right now that are going through great pain. And maybe all they need to do is just simply be in this atmosphere of love today. So again, another Southwest Airlines story. So I'm standing there, and I've got the coveted A position, and I'm one of the only people not doing this. And I'm looking, and I see a guy bringing his elderly mother to the gate. And, it just struck me in that moment because I've been there with my parents. And it felt to me like I could just see the whole scene, that I think she had a little bit of dementia, and I think he was just bringing her there and then going to leave. But just the look of worry on his face, I could just empathize with. And for some reason, he must have felt me watching him. And I just said, when he was starting to turn away, and he looked back because he was leaving his mom, and I could just feel he was going like this. And I just caught his eye for a moment, and I said, it's okay, I'll watch over her. And you could just feel him go, thank you. So he left, and so now we take our flight. I got a ring going on here. Can you? And so we take our flight, and now we land, and I'm seeing that she's at the end. I always call it a gangplank. It's a runway. It's a jetway. So she's standing there, and she's looking really confused, like, where do I go? And so I go up to her, and I say, hi there, my name's Karen. I'll take you to the person who's picking you up. And she looks at me, and she goes, oh, Karen, you look fabulous. Did you lose weight? Yeah, sure I did. Thanks so much for noticing. So now I take her to her person, and I'm seeing the same situation happen over here, where this guy is like looking and waiting for his mom. And so I take her and I drop her off. And in that moment, she turns to me, she goes, so are you going to stay the weekend with us and have dinner tonight? And the brother's like, who are you? But that's what it's all about. It's those little moments. And it wasn't any big deal that I did. I'm not getting up here and saying, look at me, I'm Mother Teresa. I'm just saying it's a choice that I could have so easily not done anything, or just make that little choice to just do one little thing. But what that little thing did was open up my heart. Opened up my heart. And there are people, there are angels around us all the time doing things like this. That if we notice them. I was on a trip, I was coming from Phoenix, and I was on one of those big buses, those shuttle buses, and everyone's all tired. They're just bringing their bags and throwing them in, and we're just sitting in this bus, and we're just wanting to get to the airport, and the door closes, and here's this woman who gets on the bus driver gets on the loudspeaker, and she says, "My name is Melinda, and for the next 5 minutes, you're mine." And we all just kind of look at each other like, oh my God, bus ride from hell, what are we on? And here was an example of someone just shining their light. For the next 5 minutes, she entertained us with stories and got us laughing and connecting. And it was the same things with the Southwest Airlines flight. Now we're all in the security line and we're going, "Hi, how are you? You're on my bus." And that's what it's all about. What if the healing of the world utterly depends on the 10,000 invisible kindnesses we offer simply and quietly throughout each of our days? Yes, the 10,000 invisible kindnesses. You know, I have a couple that I know that she was getting so irritated with her husband that every single morning he would make his bagel and there'd be breadcrumbs out everywhere. And she would just get so irritated and she'd say, "Jerry, why can't you just sweep up the breadcrumbs before I wake up in the morning? There's always breadcrumbs everywhere. It's so little, why can't you do this?" And she would just get so irritated. And he would try, and then he would just keep going back to, and every morning, she's like, "Breadcrumbs." And then one day, she's sweeping up the breadcrumbs, and all of a sudden she stops, and she realizes, because there's breadcrumbs, that means he's still here. And she all of a sudden got that flip, that transformational flip of just realizing those breadcrumbs are the representation of him being here. And he had gone through some health crisis and stuff. He was still here. And she started to bless those breadcrumbs every day. And so I leave you with one last story that I think it's really important when we get those little nudges that we want to say something to someone, that we want to give a kindness to someone. I mean, let's face it, I mean, when you put yourself out to people, you're making yourself vulnerable. You're making yourself vulnerable every time you put your heart out. I mean, here I'm saying, I'm open, my heart is open. It's scary. I want to acknowledge that it's scary to even do this and put your hand on the person next to you, or to take that moment and just connect with someone. They might not reciprocate, but what do you got to lose? You know, we're just here to connect with each other. We are hardwired to connect with each other. And so when we have that little nudge, that little spirit push to say something to someone, I'd like to encourage you to do it. Because again, you have no idea what that person's going through. And this little sweet story is one of my favorites, of this man who was having lunch with his wife. And he just noticed that this woman came and sat next to him in the booths right next to them. And she was dressed up all pretty, and she had a little corsage on, and she was just all dressed up, but she was by herself. And so his original thought was, oh, I should get up and say something to her because she's just by herself. But he didn't. He just let that pass, like we all tend to do. We just have the idea and go, oh, no, it's uncomfortable. And he let it pass. And just within a few minutes, her whole family joined them. And there's kids and obviously her children. And, just all of these people were at the table. And he just let it go. But at the end of lunch, he got up. And he just walked by her. But as he walked by her, he just got another hit. And this time he said, I'm going to honor it. And he turned around. He came back to her. And he just kind of knelt down like this, and he goes, I'm sorry, I don't mean to, interrupt your lunch, and I hope this isn't embarrassing for you, but I just had this feeling I wanted to say to you. And that is, you look just so beautiful today, and that color is just so beautiful on you. I just wanted to tell you that. And he just started to back away, and she goes, oh, no, come back, please. Please, come back. And she said, I know you. And he said, oh, no, you don't know me. We've never met before. I just wanted to say this, and I'll let you go. And she goes, no, you don't understand. I know you. She said, today is the 1-year anniversary of my husband's death. And my family is here honoring me and celebrating me for all that I've gone through in this year. And what you just said to me is exactly what my husband would have said to me. So she said, thank you, you made my day. And he walked out of there, and his heart was open, and he was so moved and touched. And that's really what I believe of telling someone they're a gift, but even more importantly, knowing that you are the gift, knowing that who you are, what you came here to do, is a gift. Everything is a gift. You are the gift. The degree to which we are awake to this truth is a measure of our gratefulness, and gratefulness is a measure of our aliveness. I am a gift, no matter what age, no matter how I look, there's beauty in each stage. I am a gift, and I promise every day that when I look in that mirror, I'll say, I am a gift. If you feel comfortable, can you sing that? Just say, I am a gift. I am a gift. I've loved really well, and every year I've lived has a different tale to tell. I've made mistakes, and I have some regrets, but I promise I'll never forget that I am a gift. Sing that line now. I am a gift. There may be times when I forget the truth about me, when it seems time and youth, they're just marching on without me. Well, that's when I might need you to find me and ever so gently remind me that I am a gift, God's precious child. I was put here on this earth, but only for a while. So I make this vow, and I say it with love, that I am perfect and whole and enough, and I am a gift. Sing that line with me, just say, I am a gift. Put your hand on your heart and say, I am a gift. And if you feel comfortable, tell someone you are. You are a gift. On the other side of you, you are a gift. To all of us, we are a gift. We are a gift. Say it again, we are a gift. We are a gift. Actually, put your hands in the air. Just do this to each other. Just say, we are a gift. Just feel that energy going around the room. We are a gift. We are a gift. And that energy go up and out to this community. We are a gift to this whole world that needs some help right now. Just say, we are a gift. Put your hands right back on your heart and say, I am. I am a gift. So repeat after me. I am perfect, whole, and complete. I am perfect. There's nothing I need to change. When that inner critic comes up, I say, back off. Because the truth about me is, I'm so fabulous. Thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it. I love you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, Miss Jerry.
You are so fabulous, Miss Drucker. All right, my mic, please. Thank you. Isn't she fabulous? Yes, definitely. Thank you. She's got CDs out there. Make sure you stop by and see her. All right, those that are live streaming, you can hit the donate button, and you can also text my ushers, please come forward, please. All right. So, wow. She could be my sister, the way she talks. I love her message. All right. So let us together, as we prepare our offering in gratitude, let's just go to that place, that special place within us, to feel how truly blessed we are. And let's say our prayer together. I offer this gift with joy and gratitude. I receive freely and give freely, knowing the law of circulation is working perfectly in my life and the life of this center.
Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life.
Sing now.
Every day I wake up and I say, I love my life. I really love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, I love my life. It's up to me to be grateful. It's up to me to be kind. It's up to me to be thankful. It's up to me. It's up to me. Every day I wake up and I say now I'm gonna love my life. Every day I wake up and I love my life. I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life. Every day I wake up and I say, today I love my life.
All right. Well, thank you for bringing the basket up. And your name, tell everybody your name.
I am Sue Charles.
Sue, and how long have you been coming here?
Less than a year, but it feels longer because I'm so enmeshed in it now.
Oh, fabulous, fabulous. Well, it goes fast.
Yes, it does. And this is my tribe.
Oh, yeah, yes, this is. We're all part of that tribe. All right, so, well, thank you. Thank you. We're love to have you here. Thank you for bringing our baskets. Just say, we're going to bless our offering together. So let's bless this offering together. We bless this collective offering and receive it with gratitude, knowing it is spirit in action. As this currency flows through our center and beyond, it blesses many lives, including my own. Thank you. Please give the basket to Annie, our co-chair. Thank you. All right, so at this time, I'd like to welcome our visitors. If you are here for the first time, would you please stand? We have a gift for you, and we'd love to welcome you and acknowledge you. Anybody here? Oh, wow. Well, welcome, welcome. This is great. So what we've given you is a CD holder. Did you get one? Make sure she gets one. Thank you. So what we've given you is a CD holder with information about our center, but please stop by the foyer table and pick up a CD of a couple of Dr. Joe's talks. And if you're visiting the Valley, enjoy yourself. The rain is gone and it's beautiful. And if you're from the Valley, we'd love for you to come back and make this your spiritual home. And also, especially for those of you here for the first time, over in the next building, over in the Ohm Room, we have part of our prayer team. Would my practitioners and ministers that are still here please stand up so we can see them? And anyway, over in the Ohm Room, these practitioners will be over there, and if you're going through anything, please go over there and see them. And here, Jenny, here. Oh, just one dog here.
The road was washed out in Whitewater where the puppies were coming from today. So we just have Dasher here, who was saved from the shelter. This is Animal Lives Matter, who is now partnering with the pet ministry. Bill saved this dog's life. He was code red. He would not be here today, but he went and saved him. So come out and meet him, and please come have cake on the patio to help us celebrate our 10th anniversary, because I see so many homes out here that you adopted dogs for me over the years. I'm very emotional today. 10 years of dogs that would not be on the planet if you hadn't helped us out. So thank you for your support. Thank you for your donations. And please, let's keep it going, okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Jenny. Thank you. All right. So don't forget, this is what's going on this week here at the center. And, okay, I need to pray. So we can go get some cake and then go see Karen out there. So let's just take a deep breath in. So knowing that it is all love, knowing that implanted within each and every one of us is that divine seed, is that light and that love. And so we open our hearts and our awareness to our connection to each other. We recognize our oneness, that we are all in this together. And so we see the magnificence. We look for those great opportunities in our life to be that light, to be that love to someone in need, just to smile, to connect one heart at a time. We truly are at this center changing lives one heart at a time. So grateful for everyone that was here today, for everyone that was live streaming to hear this amazing message, to remember the truth of who we are. And so I just say thank you. I thank you for everyone here that listened to Spirit, that brought you here to be part of this family, to be part of this tribe. So I just know, and I also know for Dr. Joe, that he is coming back with a great tan, will be rested, and will be at the top of his game, of course, next week. So knowing this is the truth, celebrating who we are, I say thank you, I let it be, and together we say, and so it is. Amen. Have a wonderful week, everyone.